Hello everybody, let me show you how I built this vocal box. This is good for when you're recording, whether it's going to be for just, for talking or for singing. You can use a box, a cardboard box, but I just don't really want to have a box lying around. So what I did is I bought these boards at the dollar store. So as you can see, there's 5 boards. You got one for the side, top, obviously for the other side. You have it also at the bottom, and of course you have it in the back. And the way that I am making sure they stay all together is I also got these little velcro things that you can buy at the dollar store as well. So by removing this, I can then take these things apart, right? So as you can see, these come apart. So I can basically store them. Have velcro. So this is just a piece of electrical tape that I put on that side because they're sticky on both sides. So I stick one side here, I make one that's double the length here so that it'll also go and attach itself to these pieces. Now for the good old acoustic tile, I bought those on Amazon. So I bought 2 packs. I bought 1 pack of 10 of the 1-inch and also bought a pack of 6 of the 2-inch, which you can see here on the bottom. So for the bottom and the back, I used the 2-inch, and for the sides, the top, I used 1-inch. And then you always have to make sure that you leave a gap, right? You got to leave a gap so that you're going to be sure that when you're attaching the other pieces that they are going to fall into place without, so that the corners are all nicely put together. And the best product to use to get the acoustic tile to sit on any, whether it's wood or sit on, what I'm using, which is basically cardboard, is to use the adhesive spray. So these boards are 30 by 20. And as you can see, for where I'd be getting inside this thing, I've cut grooves basically for my shoulders. So that way when I'm standing there in this thing, I will be able to stand there comfortably. Now, the trickiest part is if you're going to use this on a desk, it's pretty easy. You just cut a little groove in the middle here and you put your stand. And you can use it on the desk, put the top on. You can put a blanket completely over you so that your back is covered as well. In my particular case, I really wanted to go on a stand. Now, putting on a stand, that's a bit tricky. There's different ways to do it. I'm still working on the best way possible. I might have even changed the bottom here to a wood bottom so that it doesn't bend because of the fact that it's kind of cardboard. It will bend because of the weight of the other pieces when I put them on, and if I put a blanket, even worse. But what I did in this particular case, I tried something because I had some extra pieces of for a sink that I had, so with PVC piping, and I used that to be able to construct something underneath to be able to make it hold. So this is a drain for a sink in the bathroom, and so I had an extra one. So what I did is, this is upside down actually, so this should be going up towards the sink. And actually the piece here, which is the actual drain, which is covered in tape right now, is the actual other piece that's kind of holding. I can remove this if I wanted to and not use it at all. This piece here, I drilled a hole into the top, and obviously I just punctured a hole here. Since this is just cardboard, it was pretty simple to do that. And that way I can feed my stand in here, and it goes in here. Now, what's going to keep the stand from going all the way in? Let me show you. Here it is. And of course, I've got my pop filter. So this pop filter is going to act as a place for this drain pipe to rest upon and not go any further down. So depending on what height I want the pop filter, so what I do here is this goes through there. It's going to go through the hole. I adjust it so that it goes in that hole. And as you can see, it can't go any further down because of this. And because this is here, it's keeping it slightly steady. I still got to come up with a better way for that, but for right now, this is doing the trick. And as you can see, I then have this here. And what I do as extra support actually is I use the pop filter. So pop filter I have a little notch right here in the front, in the cardboard. So as you can see, it just settles right in here, so it acts as an extra support. So it's holding over there, it's holding here. I then attach the microphone on there and put the other pieces on top. So, like I said, you put these little strips on here. Obviously I'm going to have to put it tighter than this, but for demonstration here, I'm just putting it loosely together. As you can see, the whole thing is kind of lopsided. But once it's solidly put together, that's what you got. You got yourself the box. Put your shoulders in there and sing or talk to your heart's delight. And this way I can take it apart, and it makes for easy storage instead of keeping it on the stand, taking up room when I don't need to use it.